Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Cafe by Manjeet Kaur. In this video, we study about class 9th Physics chapter Work, Energy and Power. In this video, we study about what is work. Concept of work in everyday life. Just think of when you say that somebody is working. In day-to-day life, work is what? An activity that requires muscular or mental effort. That means whenever you put any kind of mental and physical effort in order to achieve particular thing or particular purpose, we say that the person is doing work. First we see how do we define work in day-to-day life. We take some example. In first example, the boy is trying to push the ball. He is trying to help to move the ball, but it is not really moving. But the boy is putting physically effort. So we can say that boy is doing some work. In second example, you study hard for exam. In this case, the girl is doing some mental activity to achieve the purpose. What is the purpose? The purpose is get good marks in exam. And you are doing mental activity. So we can say that working hard. So according to day-to-day life, work is done by girl. Similarly, third example. In this, the man carry grocery bag from the market, but he don't change the position of the bag. That means he not lift up or down the bag. The bag remains in center, so the position of the bag remain unchanged. Thus, the work done on the bag is 0. So the definition of work in everyday life is different from the definition of work in physics, because we are physics students, so it's compulsory for us to know what is work in physics. Work in physics, whenever force is applied to an object causing the object to move, work is being done by the force. That means if we apply force on any object and the object get displaced, so we can say that work is done. Let's take an example. Here we have an object placed at point A. When we apply force on this object, the object get displaced from point A and reached to point B. So we can say that work is done because the object displaced from point A to point B. Now we take one more example. The children are playing with the basketball. The children throw the basketball to one another, so the position of the basketball is continuously changing. So here work is done by the children. Work is represented by W. Work is a scalar quantity. That means we can write work, which is the dot product of force and displacement. We know force and displacement are vector quantities. Vector quantities are those which have magnitude and direction. So work is nothing but it is the dot product of force and displacement. According to dot product properties, the dot product is always scalar quantity. So work is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of work is joule, which is defined as the work expended by a force of 1 Newton through a displacement of 1 meter. The formula of work is F times displacement. Let's take an example. Find out the work done when a force of 20 Newton displaces a body through 8 meters in the direction of the applied force. We have given force which is equals to 20 Newton, displacement is 8 meter. We know work which is equals to force into displacement. So put the values of force and displacement in work. Work is equals to 20 multiplied by 8 Newton meter. So we get work which is equals to 160 joule. Work can be positive, negative or zero. So we first study about its first case, which is positive work. When the force has a component in the direction same to the displacement of the object. That means when the direction of the force and the direction of the displacement of the object both are in same direction, we can say that positive work is done. In this example, the bodybuilder lifts up the weight rods. The direction of the force and displacement of the weight rods both are in upward direction. So we can say that positive work is done by the bodybuilder. In this, we can say force has a component, so theta is the angle between the force and displacement of the object. When theta is less than 90 degree, we can say that work is done and it is positive work. Now its second case, which is negative work, when the force has a component in the direction opposite to the displacement of the object. That means when we apply force on any object and the object gets displaced from its original position and its direction is opposite to the force, so we can say that negative work is done. In this example, the bodybuilder lifts down the weight rods, so the direction of the force is in upward direction and the direction of the weighted rods is in downward direction. So both the directions are in opposite to each other, so the work done by the bodybuilder is negative work. In this, when the angle which is theta between force and displacement is greater than 90 degree, we can say that negative work is done by the object. Now its last case is zero work, when the force has a component in the direction perpendicular to the displacement of the object. That means when the force is in the direction perpendicular in the displacement of the object, means when force make an angle 90 degree with the displacement of the object, we can say zero work is done. Here we have an example. The boy carry books from the library, but it don't change the position of the books. That means he not lift the book up or down. The position of the books remain unchanged, so zero work is done. In this, theta is the angle between force and displacement and theta is 90 degree, so zero work is done. Let's take an example of positive work. How much work is done in lifting a 10 kg box 1.5 meter off the floor? In this diagram, you can see the direction of the force is in upward direction and the displacement of the box is also in upward direction. So positive work is done here. Now to solve this numerical, we take its values. Mass of the box, which is represented as small m, which is equals to 10 kg. Box displaced from the floor, which is displacement, is equals to 1.5 meter. The acceleration due to gravity, which is represented as lowercase g, is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So we know force, which represents as F, is equals to mass times acceleration, which is equals to weight of the object, which is equals to mass times acceleration due to gravity. So put the values of mass and acceleration due to gravity in force. We get force is equals to 10 multiplied by 9.8 kilogram meter per second square. So force is equals to 100 Newton. Now we know work is equals to F times displacement. So put the values of force and displacement of the object. So we get W, which is work, is equals to 100 multiplied by 1.5 Newton meter. So we get positive work, which is equals to 150 joule. Now we take an example of negative work. An ice skater slides to stop by pushing her blades against the ice. The ice exerts a constant force of 95 Newton on the skaters and skater stops in 2 meters. The angle between the force and the skater's direction of motion is 140 degree. So calculate the work done on the skater by the ice. In this diagram, the angle between the force and the skater's direction of motion is 140 degree. So when theta is 140 degree, which is greater than from 90 degree, so we know when angle is, which is theta, is greater than from 90 degree, then negative work is done. So solve this numerical. The ice exerts force on skater, which is equals to 95 Newton. Skater cover distance, which is displacement, is equals to 2 meter. Angle between them is, which is theta, 140 degree. So work, which is equals to FD cos theta. So put the values of force, displacement and theta in this equation. We get work, which is equals to 95 multiplied by 2 into cos 140 degree. So we get work which equals to minus 125.4 joule. So here we get the negative work done by the object. So thank you for watching my video. Like my video and subscribe my channel.